Before we dive deep into composition, we need to ask ourselves, what is good design? In other words, what makes it successful? Why does one design work and another is less effective at communicating the message? My name is Brian Wood, and I'm an instructional designer at Adobe. I've worked with and taught tons of designers. Now, over the years, one thing has really stuck out to me. In order to be better at design, aside from spending a lot of time doing it, is to really understand the magical layout principles of design, what we call composition, to make your work go from good to great. Over the years, I can't tell you how many times I've been somewhere and I noticed something like a sign or a poster, and I actually test myself to see if I could pinpoint exactly what I like about it, and even go as far as to see how I could make it better. A successful composition attracts attention. It provides a clear message, and it communicates the story and the tone of your project. Without a well-composed layout, your design would fall flat. Take a look at this poster. What do you notice first? To me, the large text pops out. The message here is clear and strong. Glory earned. The composition also defines how loud or quiet your work feels. Now, the large type taking over most of the entire wall makes it a visually loud piece of graphic design. Now check out this poster. It's about whether or not aliens exist in space. The scattered typography and tons of negative or empty space communicate the vastness of the universe we live in, making the overall layout work. I would describe it as quiet and eerie. You can kind of think of composition like building with Legos. You have all these different pieces in front of you, but they're not interesting enough until you start to put them together and create something out of them. Now relate that to something you're going to design. You might have text, shape, images, different things, but how do you put them all together in a meaningful and impactful way? How do you take these simple pieces and make them all function in the most effective way possible? You want to know the amazing answer? There's no one solution to a design challenge. How you design something is just another approach. You can solve your particular design challenge in any way you like, and that's the fun of it. As long as you understand the basic principles of what makes good composition, it'll give you the confidence to tackle any design problem. In this course, we'll break composition down into the simplest foundational design principles, and we'll cover them one at a time. Shapes and lines, negative space and scale, tension and contrast, and repetition. You'll explore how you can create hierarchy using shapes and how negative space and scale can help create a dynamic layout. We'll also dive into the power of contrast and tension and how to use them to excite our audience. Each section comes with an example project so you can try these out for yourself. We'll explore how to put all of our pieces together so you can create something meaningful and actually exciting. You might be designing a poster or website or packaging. Whatever your project is, the principles covered in this course will always apply.